The Alaskan Undead Apocalypse by Sean Schubert is a series of 4 books: Infection, Containment, Mitigation, and Resolution. This is a zombie series that takes you from the very first bite and follows the rapidly spreading infection. The books follows a group of disparate survivors as they flee Anchorage, Alaska ahead of an undead horde and desperately try to find safety. There's a lot to like about this series. By switching points of view to follow different characters, no one is immediately given a sense of immortality. The zombies themselves move from being fast when first reanimated and then gradually slow down as their bodies decay. The setting of the story is interesting too. Alaska has the reputation of being the last frontier in the United States. It has a nice combination of dense populated areas immediately adjacent to sparsely populated ones. With the story beginning in the late summertime progresses until winter becomes a looming threat, potentially more dangerous than the zombie horde. Unfortunately, much of its potential isn't carried off. There doesn't feel like there's enough material in the second book, making me wish it was a trilogy with part of the second book drawn out over the first and third. The human villains are either straight up crazy or just unrelentingly evil. There are also several instances of just extreme bad luck that move major plot points forward. Even the climax of the series relies heavily on convenience. Although new characters do drift into the group, they for the most part remain underdeveloped. The high water mark for the series is Mitigation, the third installment. It's where the core group of characters become competent and start initiating actions rather than reacting. The fourth book jumped back in time, following a new group of survivors for several chapters before meeting up with the main characters. These chapters are actually some of the best in the book. It seems the initial outbreak and the frenetic action that follows is one of Sean Schubert's strengths. The series does its best to avoid overused cliches in the genre, but unless you're interested in zombie fiction or feel like just exploring it a little, this book series doesn't offer much. Recommended only to fans of zombie fiction. I believe the author is worth keeping an eye on though.